Hey, it's Zoe, your navigator through life's unsolvable riddles. Welcome back to the NDE Files. I had my own near-death experience as a young girl, and now it is my mission to find and verify true NDE stories and share them with the world. If you have a tip, email me so I can share your story. Tonight's episode is a kaleidoscope of emotions and mysteries. When I first heard it, I knew it was true because the police reports verified all the accounts. Additionally, the subject in question took a lie detector test, which proved the veracity. So without further distraction, allow me to introduce you to Madeline, an Uber driver from a coastal town in Maine where picturesque landscapes veil countless secrets. Madeline was once the epitome of success and happiness. She had a loving husband, children who looked up to her as if she were a superhero, and she was the talk of the town. Literally, everyone knew her name. But then life did what life does best. It got complicated. Her husband, the man she thought was her forever, left her 5 years ago. Her children, the humans she brought into this world, turned into complete strangers. And if that wasn't enough, her mother died in a home accident. The kicker? Madeline can't help but feel that she could have prevented it if she had just been there. That's a lot of guilt to carry, and Madeline was not doing well with the load. Fast forward to one life-altering night. Madeline was driving alone, her only companions being the shadows cast by the streetlights. Her hands were shaking, not from the cold, but from an internal storm of regret and sorrow. To dampen her emotional pain, she took a sip of whiskey from a flask concealed under her seat. A move she's far from proud of, but desperate times call for desperate measures, right? As she's almost ready to call it a night, her phone buzzes, jolting her from her reverie. It's a ride request from someone named Eli, and the pickup location is Widow's Point. The name alone sends shivers down her spine, but something, maybe curiosity, maybe desperation, compels her to accept it. She arrives at Widow's Point, and it's empty. No sign of Eli, just the ocean churning below, as if it's a reflection of her own inner turmoil. Her Uber app assures her she's at the correct location, but Eli remains a phantom. As she sits there, mulling over her life choices that led her to this ghostly rendezvous, her car starts acting up. The lights flicker, her phone screen goes dark, and then, as if possessed, the car begins to move on its own, inching closer and closer to the edge of the cliff. She stomps on the brake, but it's as if the car has a will of its own. And then, just like that, she's falling, plummeting into the abyss below. Her heart stops, and her mind races, flooded with every regret, sorrow, and loss she's ever experienced. It's as if her haunting past has manifested into a physical form, accompanying her on this terrifying dive into the unknown. But just when you think the darkness is all there is, something miraculous happens. Amidst her descent, a calming, ethereal light envelops her. It's not just any light. It's a soft, celestial glow that seems to emanate from the fabric of the universe itself. And in that light, she sees her mother. Her mother doesn't utter a word, but her eyes, oh, her eyes say it all. Forgive yourself, my love. Your journey isn't over. Your story is far from written. As suddenly, as she had fallen, Madeline finds herself back on solid ground. Her car's electronics come back to life, as if awakened from a slumber, and her phone buzzes with a new message. It's from Eli, and it reads, "Journey complete. Thank you." Sitting there, a torrent of tears cascading down her cheeks, she feels a weight lifted off her shoulders, a weight she's been carrying for what seems like an eternity. She knows she's been granted a second chance to not just exist, but to live with purpose, love, and above all, forgiveness. Stories like Madeline's force us to confront our own vulnerabilities and question our understanding of life and death. They make us wonder if perhaps the universe is more complex and compassionate than we ever imagined. If you found tonight's episode as gripping as I did, make sure to hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Until next time, keep your minds open, your hearts full, and never stop asking the tough questions. Love always, your favorite weirdo, Zoe.